Well, any way to get started. Number one, the weather's warm enough. Get outside and do something. Whether it's work in the yard, go for a walk, walk around the house. I mean, literally, it's get outside and do something. Do more activity. We got rid of the excuse of snow and cold. Number two, think about what you eat. I actually blame you for this and reiterating this one for me. Every time you sit down to eat, ask yourself, is this food, is this meal going to put me in the right direction or the wrong direction? Is this the direction I want to go? And if you take literally 5 or 10 seconds to think about that, you can make the right decision, or you can modify what you were going to eat. It's literally that simple. Does it have to be perfect? No. Pick 1 or 2 foods that you're going to cut out. If you love bread and you're eating a lot of it, number one, cut out all the bread. One thing, stuff like that. Start small. You'll feel a difference. And
I think it's awesome. Yeah, cut out bread. I also like add something in to replace it.
Right. Dig into some cauliflower crusts, or start having more, I call them mashups or hot salads or something like that. Yeah, it's a great way to do it.
Cool. Fitness. I wanted to talk about this because I know it's kind of a hot topic, and I know people don't know a ton about it. There's been a stop CPR and resuscitate with people in hospitals. Can you kind of explain that a little bit from the medical perspective? Not everybody's aware, but I know it's been on the news a little bit, even though I don't really watch too much.
There was an edict that came out. I saw it on the internet, actually through Facebook, where I guess in the Hudson Valley, they sent out something to all the EMTs and fire departments that they weren't supposed to do CPR on people in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. If someone's in cardiac arrest, you start CPR at the site. If you can't get them back on their own, a lot of times they'll ship them. Well, that's a little bit of a questionable way to do it. And what they're saying now with the hospitals, they need people more stable when they arrive at the hospital. And so they want people to do their, either if they can push some drugs at the scene, keep doing CPR before they load them up. It's actually a technique in a way that's not anything new for the city. I've had a conversation with an EMT who works in the city, and they said that's been kind of the way they're supposed to be doing it in the city for a few years. So it's not like a new death edict for people who have a heart attack and stop breathing and all that stuff in the field. It's just more of a delineation to, hey, this is the way we need to do it. This keeps it organized. This is better for everybody, type of thing.
Yeah, I believe it. Where do you think this is all headed at this point? We've been on lockdown or quarantine for 3 weeks. Do you see an end in sight? What do you think from your medical perspective?
I've said it for a couple of days now. I'm really optimistic for the May 1st. I do see some loosening happening at May 1st. How much? I have no clue, whether it's restaurants opening at half capacity, whether it's businesses allowed to open with limited people inside there. I think hospitals are going to be burdened for a little while, but I do see more outpatient healthcare electively happening by May 1st. I do think we're going to see some consequences probably all the way through May, but I do think the screws hopefully are going to get loosened by May 1st if the pattern continues the way it is. Right now, we're a day or two from the max, and theoretically, in 2 weeks, which is the second to last week in April, we should be a lot better than we are right now.
Okay.
So by May 1st, I'm hoping we're going to have an announcement like around, I think it's the 26th is April, is the last Monday in April, 26th or 27th. Hopefully on that day, we're going to get an announcement that starting May 1st or May 4th, which is another Monday, things are going to be loosened up significantly, because they're not going to just say go on the day of. They're going to give people like a week or two warning to let everybody get all their employees back off of furlough, to dust the cobwebs off, to get the engine rev back up, get the supplies back into the restaurants, stuff like that. So hopefully we're going to see that around then, unless something changes. I'm pretty confident.
Cool. So one more question before we wrap up. Is there anything, like, let's say I'm a 50-year-old or 60-year-old male or female, is there anything that I can do to prevent me getting COVID or the really bad results from it in the interim? You know, I don't think it'd be one of those things where like it's here and it's gone forever. Like there's still a possibility that people could get sick from this. So if I'm in that, even if I'm 30, 40, 50, 60, what can I do to minimize some of those pieces of the puzzle for me to stay healthy?
You know, I'm one of those people who I still think 70, 80+% of people are going to get this. Whether it's now or whether it's in May or whether it's June, you can't stay locked up forever. And we don't know that it's going to go away in the summer. The things you can do is, number one, stay as healthy as you can, eat well, sleep well, get some exercise, get your lungs working as good as they can. If you never work out, get outside and start doing some walking, start breathing deep, get your lungs in the best shape you can as quickly as you can. Get your sleep. No question, sleep helps with your immune system. Try and eat well, make one change. You know, follow the precautions. I think even if you follow precautions, there's a high likelihood you're still going to get it sooner or later, but try and do the precautions. So maybe we can flatten the curve, as they say. Remember, that doesn't mean we get rid of the curve. It just means we flatten the curve. You know, and if you start feeling symptoms, you know, keep trudging forward. You know, flu symptoms we've all been through before. You get really sick, talk to your doctor, get tested as quick as you can if you think you have it. The tests are becoming easier and easier to get. There's more of them coming out. There's quick tests in the hospital now that take a day. If you go to the hospital and you get tested, you get your results in a day. Cool. If you go to an outpatient center right now, it still takes a week or so. More and more of those single-day tests are going to be available over the next week or two. So pretty soon it's going to be all one-day results. Soon we're going to have the test for antibodies, which is to test to see if you had it and you didn't even know it. I think eventually most people are going to end up getting that test just to kind of figure out where you are and, you know, what you can do safely and what you shouldn't need to worry about. And I think that's all you can do.
Cool. Yeah. So basically, like, you know, all the basic stuff we control: eat well, sleep, exercise, and get your lungs in shape. Stuff that we should already be doing, but most people put in the background.
Right. Just don't forget to make that effort. You know, a lot of people, they get bummed out. They're sitting at home. I'm going to skip this workout, or I'm not going to do this. You know, you got 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute workouts. Get the lungs moving. Do it.
Yeah. And for those of you that don't know, we have free workouts at Move the Needle. So if you go to movetheneedle.us or you shoot us a message on Instagram at movetheneedle.us, we can actually get you guys 4 weeks of free workouts on our platform. We'd love to have you guys on. That'd be a home run. So if you are interested and you're hearing this for the first time, just shoot us over a DM on Instagram or on Facebook. Chat with one of our coaches online. There's tons of things that we can do to help you guys kind of get moving. Russ, I actually thought of one more thing. We're going to lose soon. I got you. We are working with Whoop. Obviously, Whoop is a tracking device. Thoughts on how this can help us with this whole piece?
I've had Whoop in the past. I took a break. I'm going to get back on it. Whoop is great. I mean, it really gives you some cool information about how hard you're working out, about how well you're sleeping, about it confirms or throws away how you're feeling. It really tells you, what you're feeling through heart rate, through respiration, through sleep, through strain, through a lot of different measurements they use. And I do think that it can kind of show you, I know when I was getting sick with the whoop, my heart rate went up even when I was sleeping, went up like 10 beats a minute.
Oh, wow.
So I knew, even though I felt okay that day, it's like, oh, something's coming. And sure enough, literally the next day, it's like, oh, here we go, I'm getting a flare, or, some cold or something. And then you can see your heart rate come back down and be normal. And you can say, oh, even though I'm a little sluggish, my heart rate's good. Maybe I should just push a little harder and I'll break through this. And so it can really help you kind of figure out how hard you should push and when you should take it easy, and maybe when a sickness is coming. I think it's real.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I think from a tracking standpoint, I think it helps a ton. Russ, thanks for being on today. Anything else you want to add before your phone dies?
Stay healthy, guys. Keep trying.
Cool, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dr. Russell Tigges will be back again. We will chat more. If you have any questions, let us know. We will rock and roll from there. Guys, have a great day and stay healthy.